Well, lead in the water. Tonight, Action News is uncovering the growing health concerns about our drinking water in Metro Detroit.
Tonight, the head of the EPA is inspecting lead service lines in Detroit. His plan and what he's urging cities to do. This move coming after more cities are alerting citizens about lead levels in their water. Tonight, why this is just the beginning of these health concerns.
But first, the head of the EPA visited Detroit today to look at what the city is doing about lead and talking about the Fed's new proposed rules. 7 investigator Heather Catallo joins us now with a look at what they're planning and how our state is already in the process of putting the toughest regulations in the nation in place. Heather?
Dave and Carolyn, for the first time in 30 years, the Environmental Protection Agency wants to make significant changes to the lead and copper rule. Some have criticized the administration's plan for not going far enough. But here in Michigan, it won't matter as much because our new stringent rules trump the Fed's proposal.
Today, up and down Coyle Street on the city's west side, Detroit water and sewerage workers removed decades-old lead water lines and replaced them. That prompted praise from EPA Administrator Andrew Wheeler.
There's going to be generations of children that grow up in Detroit. They're going to grow up a lot healthier because of the work you guys are doing.
Wheeler recently announced proposed changes to federal drinking water standards when it comes to lead. The rules would require water systems to make public the locations of lead service lines, require schools and child care facilities to take drinking water samples, and the new plan would create a trigger level if water tests show lead at 10 parts per billion.
That action level is going to allow us to prioritize which homes need to be replaced first.
The EPA has been criticized for not permanently lowering the national lead action standard of 15 parts per billion. Critics are also upset that the proposed rules would give water systems more time to replace lead service lines. But that doesn't matter as much in Michigan. Our state already lowered the action level to 12 parts per billion, which takes effect in 2025. All Michigan communities must also replace between 5% and 7% of their lead service lines each year.
The city already has a program in place to replace all the lines and meet the mandates of the state lead and copper rules. So we're ready to go and we're helping people.
The proposed EPA rules would also require new water sampling rules in order to target locations with the highest lead levels.
We're actually going to get the lead surface lines that are most corrosive replaced. Everybody, regardless of their income or zip code, deserves clean water, lead-free.
While he was in town today, the EPA administrator also announced that the Downriver Utility Wastewater Authority in Taylor has been chosen to apply for $13 million in funding for projects. He says those projects will extend the useful life of their utility systems. Dave and Carolyn.
All right. Thank you so much, Heather.